So I'm going to start on them, then I'm going to pan over to you guys, and then we're going to have your line. So I'd say I'm going to give you action and then count to 7.
Behind the scenes footage for Road to Trepanation. Go.
So where are we now again?
Where are we? I think we are right here. That's where we are.
You just picked one.
Yeah, I just picked one. That's where we are.
Yeah.
This is I-4, and then this is Highway 50.
Right.
So that must be 33 right there.
Oh, okay.
My name is Joey Johnson, and I played Percy. Percy is, he's driven towards finding the answers. Look, really think, okay? Does anyone know where these scars came from?
Basically, if you know the story of Percival, he would go on this quest for knowledge.
Will someone please explain to me what the hell is going on? He doesn't really care about hurting people's feelings. He doesn't really care about much of anything other than finding out what's going on. And he's kind of thrown into this situations with different people that he doesn't really care to be in, but he doesn't care enough to try and get out of them. Please, don't start with that again.
Why am I here with you?
You won't stop following me.
And as he goes around, he notices that every single person has a different viewpoint of why things have happened. Just like in real life.
I'm so confused. Why does everybody say something different?
Yeah, good point. Why do we hear a different story from everyone we talk to?
My name is Victoria Swilley, and I play the role of Lilith. A woman who has been messed up by medication, by the men in her life, by having her brain sucked out. I mean, I remember my mom watching the first scene of the film, and by the time I was like kicking the bush and sitting down on the ground, she was like, "This girl is crazy." Well, her biggest strength, obviously, she's a great kisser. She's not just a hoe, but she's confused. And I think she just didn't get enough love in her childhood or something. And she, whenever someone reaches out to her to be kind to her in the least, smallest way, she thinks she's in love with them and she automatically kisses them.
My name is Chaz Krivon, and I played the role of Matthew. Gentle. Caring. Give me a hug. Yeah, sure. Give me a hug. A man of very few words. I like to think that weak-minded people consider others strange when their mind lacks the greater intelligence. Very soft-spoken. I'm sick and tired of this, Anderson. Hearing all about fairy tales. I am the only loyal one here. I am the most dependable, constant out of anyone. And what do you treat me like? No. You treat me like a lower-class citizen.
Right, I am credited as Constantine Kane, and my role was Heidi. She'll cut you. She's really sick of getting abused by her husband.
Stupid bitch.
Right, you know, I'm done.
You can't go.
You can't force something that isn't there. It's sort of implied that she's an ex-pill addict, and Lilith, it's implied that she's a current pill addict. And I think Heidi looks at Lilith's innocence and naivete as something that she used to have and that was killed over time by her relationship with Anno.
At least Anno loves you. He doesn't have to take some kind of pill to make himself believe that he loves you.
You have a problem with that? Because I wasn't the original Heidi. No, it was somebody else. As I said, it was a really big honor to be chosen for the role, and I really appreciate everyone going out on a limb for me and picking me up as the recast for Heidi.
My name is Brian June, and I am Bergman, homeless pill pusher.
So, how many pills do you want?
None. Thanks anyway.
You think you're above this? I can see in your eyes. You are just as dead as everyone else.
Pretty elusive.
How will I know where to find you?
Oh, don't worry. I'll find you.
I'm Bill Bernhardt and I played Murray.
I'm Georgia Bernhardt and I played Edna.
Murray was kind of a recluse.
We can leave you two be.
Oh, nonsense. The world is dangerous. You know, we like to think of this place as a safe haven. And they're living a life of separatism.
Separatism?
Yeah, we don't meet with anybody else. Let them have their own thing.
I'm Caitlin Singletary.
I'm Ryan Singletary.
And we were extras in the bonfire scene.
We played the Forsaken.
You can't save the Forsaken. These people have all been forgotten.
Yeah, the souls of people who had died but had remained earthbound.
This action we took ended up pissing more than humans off. It pissed off God. He no longer lets the half-souls into heaven. They're forced to stay earthbound forever.
My name is Brandon Wayne. I was the director of the movie. It was the first time that I've made a movie from a story that I didn't come up with myself. So I did that on purpose to challenge myself to see if I could work with something that I didn't know what I was getting into.
I'm the crazy guy that came up with all these crazy ideas. No, I'm Mike, the writer. Right after I went through a horrible breakup, I pretty much wrote the script in 2 days. Modified it over the course, but I knew someone who was a lot like Lilith. And so from the combination of that and also this anime I used to watch called Neon Genesis Evangelion, it was kind of a combination of that along with myself. Back when I was in high school, my friend used to call me Percival.
My name is Ju. I was the makeup artist for the scars, whatever other random things, designs, tattoos, and I was also the scenic designer. And the maker of Craig the Alien.
Is that an alien?
You were the only scientist to figure it all out.
The story is bizarre.
Complicated.
An epic journey.
Weird people with holes in their heads.
Post-apocalyptic drama, romance, comedy.
Love and chaos.
I thought it was strange. In the future, definitely.
Yeah, things are strange.
That's like the tagline for the movie right there.
When I wrote the script, I was starting to disagree with the concept of love. I thought that love didn't exist anymore.
Your soulmate.
Yeah.
You know there are no soulmates, right?
Percy's my soulmate.
No, it's not.
Yes, he is. I know, I can feel it.
Just because you can feel it doesn't make it true.
You love, you lose. Guess it happens. Honestly, the Anno and Matthew scene I think is I like that scene a lot.
Oh, big tough guy now.
Watching it too, and I knew it was gonna happen. You don't know what's gonna happen.
When Matthew gut punches Anno.
Like, he's laughing and they're having fun, and you find out that's his brother, and you're my brother.
Yeah.
I wouldn't kill you.
No.
That would be awful. It fucking kills him. I mean, you just don't see that coming.
Oh, mine is when Heidi crushes the
Nezer.
Nezer. Yes. Splat.
The Nezer fight. Like, honestly, like, there's a couple of those Nezer fights that I'm just really satisfied with. Since I was inspired by Neon Genesis, I wanted to originally make a mech film with robots and stuff. I can't do that. I don't have the budget. And so instead, I used the process of meditation and astral projecting into other people's minds.
I really enjoyed the scene between Heidi and Lilith in the bathroom.
I think that scene in the bathroom was just really, really good.
The scene in the bathroom.
Really? I haven't had any in years, but why not? It just feels like it's missing something. What's that? Oh, maybe. Let's find out.
Because it came out beautifully and I only had to do it one time. And I'm always obsessed with getting like a really good 2-shot because I think it's like a lost art form. And that was wonderful because it goes on for like 5 minutes or something like that, so it's perfect.
But I think you get to see a lot of their personal character development, their interaction with each other.
I thought the acting was very genuine, and even though we were ad-libbing a little bit, I felt like that made it even more real, and it was elastic, and it was working, and it was a glorious moment of filmmaking.
I know, right? Stop. This is ridiculous. He's like, here we are. Now we gotta go over here. Let's go that way.
When Lilith and Percy met her brother for the first time.
What's going on, Lilith?
He's weird.
Very strange. Yeah.
But I love that one line, you seriously don't understand a sibling relationship or something.
But he's like a brother.
Well, considering your past with him, I think it's safe to assume you are seriously misinformed on what a sibling relationship consists of.
So I'm always proud of that one because people laugh at it. And then there's another one which is much shorter, but I really like it, which is where the two of them and Joey are walking towards the camera, and there's the big oak tree, and it's like framed like a circle, and they walk right to the center of the circle, and they talk about what they're doing, and then walk off.
So the pills wore off.
Makes you think that.
You two seem kind of distant.
Seriously, we seem distant.
My favorite scene is probably when Percy is waking up from sleeping at Matthew's house, and he bends down to tie his shoes and then comes up and Lilith is right there behind him with this grin on her face.
Hey.
It's the best. My favorite scene is probably the beginning scene with Percy and Lilith where they're walking to Matthew's house. With the music, it just makes it all the more amusing.
I look back at it, and when the lines that I wrote were delivered like bam, you know, it brings out chills to me, like Anderson's lines, especially when he delivered his last major monologue. That part just gave me chills.
In order to access the soul, we would have to give lobotomies. No one would volunteer for this procedure, however, though, so we used our governmental influence to force them to do so.
The last scene was pretty cool. Punching Bergman in the face was awesome.
I have to say I love when Percy punches Bergman.
What are you doing here? You shouldn't be here. She shouldn't leave.
You know, it looked good. Looked like he really punched me good.
And then driving off into the sunset was cool.
A lot of fun. Always have a lot of fun working with Brandon.
No, he didn't pick it up. He'd just be like, hey, what? Hills? Ah! Yeah. I like the idea that it's kind of weird that it's not really like a normal couch. Like, you can't really get comfortable.
To like pull all that together in like 8 days is crazy. Like most people, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing a movie. They're like, oh, you'll be doing that forever. I'm like, no, we're done.
We had cameo roles.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but it was fun. It was quick and fun.
Yes.
Very good work environment. A lot of humor and a lot of goofing around. And I'll meet you in there.
Will you marry me?
I loved it. I mean, everyone that I worked with, it was a blast. We don't know what he's gonna do with all this information.
Come on!
Shut
Shut up, man.
Found it hard to buckle down and be serious sometimes.
It makes sense that she'd make out with you.
love to snuggle.
Mine.
Sergeant Pepper has been discovered recently by Brandon. And they've decided to burn him at the stake.
You've never even seen a movie before.
I don't know what we're doing. There's a guy following me around with this machine, and I don't know why.
He's only seen one movie, and it was the animated Batman film from the 90s.
Yep.
So, and he thought that was real.
Lots of shenanigans.
So many shenanigans. I love all of the shenanigans.
That was really awesome.
Yep.
He's jacked up on the
He's jacked up on drugs or something.
So many laughs.
That's the dinosaur eating the birds.
Oh, wait, do it again. I see it now.
But he's an imposter. Look at his face. He looks like Popeye.
All kidding aside, it was an absolute honor to work with everybody. I had a really, really great time.
I'm working a little bit more on some makeup arts, so I can do some more maybe for the next film. So I think that's what I'm looking forward to most in the next one.
Awesome, you're done. Yay! Nice. Your excuse. Works. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. That's it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Wayne.
Mr. Wayne.
In all seriousness, he was like, "Hey, comrade." I was like, "Don't call me that, you socialist." He was like, "Are we not all people in the brotherhood of man? Should we not?" He was drunk. It was funny. I'm done. Is there anything else you would like to say?
God bless America.